Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Alfie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Catherine inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther the Third, and now from the top of Metal Mountain, all the way down to all 50 states in the globe, it's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
Not too much, bro. Not too much. So before we introduce the guests, there's some breaking news.
Breaking news, Joe. All right, breaking news. So drum roll, please. There we go.
What just happened, Geek? You break the news. Oh my God, it's crazy.
Tony Khan just bought Ring of Honor from Sinclair.
That's insane. You know, I'm not a big fan of Ring of Honor, but now we won't have to call Sinclair if we ever. Hey, Sam, we won't have to call Sinclair anymore. But we have to call AEW to get them. That may be even harder to get somebody. But yeah, Tony Khan has bought Ring of Honor. I think he did that because to get the
All-In library,
the All-In library and stuff like that. And we have a lot of friends that were connected to Ring of Honor that came on Dudes at Ringside. So I really wonder what they're thinking, what's going on in their brain. So ready to introduce the guest geekers?
Yeah. Let's give a Dudes at Ringside welcome to the strongest man in all the land, Arther MacArthur.
What's happening, guys?
What's going on, dude?
Welcome.
Hey.
Before, like as we always say, if our fans aren't familiar with you, and why would they not be? Introduce yourself.
All right, guys. Well, I'm been working about a few years now. I'm as you said, I am the strongest man in all the land, Arther MacArthur. Trained out of AIW, wrestled there a lot. Been getting out there a lot recently. You can catch me on a lot of IWTV shows as of late. That's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, also I'm in a tag team with my good buddy Chuck Stone in bulking season, and we just got a major announcement done today as well, as we'll be facing PME for their tag team championships next Thursday in Cleveland, Ohio.
More breaking news on the podcast.
Our Dudes at Ringside get so much breaking news. It's almost fun. We had breaking news from England that everybody was just like, why is it like, you know how it almost to me, I can picture all the British podcasts doing the Brady Bunch thing. Marsha. Why Dudes at Ringside? They're not even from England. Yeah. So, Arthur, who trained you?
It was Dominic Guarini, who was recently in MLW. He's the one who trained me. If you guys know him, been making waves, especially with his tag partner Kevin Koo. Derek Dillinger also helped train me at AIW. So those are the two guys I credit the most for the success I've had so far.
Okay.
So what was your first match like in front of a crowd, and who did you wrestle?
So the first match I ever had in front of a crowd, it was with it was like a little unknown show, actually. It was me, my buddy Chuck Stone, Mikey Montgomery, and Eric Taylor. All four of us were AIW students. We hadn't officially debuted for AIW yet, but we had a little pre-show match for our little sister developmental promotion out here in Cleveland, and it was strange, you know. I mean, it wasn't the big debut, but it was also our debut, you know. Mm-hmm. So, for wrestling in front of a crowd for the first time, it was really like, wow, this is great. I got to do this more often, you know. But yeah, it's come a long way since then, and it's wild.
It's pretty cool. And it's funny you say you're in a tag team we're having Tag Team Month in May.
Hmm.
So if you're not busy and your tag team partner's not busy,
yeah, you know where to reach me, bro.
we always love to have you and your buddy come on the podcast. But so with the news that we broke before we introduced you, what's going through your mind right now?
I don't even know where to begin. It's so from what I'm hearing, he bought ROH. I'm gonna assume that ROH itself as a promotion won't be ran. It's just gonna be kind of like how WWE did back when they bought WCW, and just have all of their archives. And so I mean, we have AEW's video game coming up in the future. Maybe we'll see some ROH roster members. Maybe we'll have a network, a streaming service of some kind. We can watch old ROH matches back, I really don't know much else what it could be, what he wants to do with ROH, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you'll probably see guys like Jonathan Gresham in AEW now. So
yeah, definitely.
Briscoes.
The Briscoe brothers are another ones.
We have a friend that came on the podcast. I don't know if you're familiar with Stella Gray.
No.
Oh, okay. She was on ROH for a while. I was thinking, first person I thought Briscoe, then I thought, oh my God, Stella Gray. Oh my God, Stella Gray.
Bandito's another one. Bandito's another one to pick up.
And already a large roster already is about to expand even further. It's amazing.
Yeah. For people that have not seen these guys, that on they'll finally get to see them on AEW TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, go.
So what's your dream match? Who is somebody you would love to face in the future?
It's funny because I was thinking the other day, like one of the guys I really appreciate in the business right now is Cesaro, or now Claudio Castagnoli, and he just got released. I mean, he didn't get released. He just didn't extend his contract. He just left quietly. He's someone I've really taken a lot of inspiration from as far as in the ring goes, and I feel he would be someone I would really love to work with. Obviously that's a hefty, business deal you're gonna have to make. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna sign a top dollar contract somewhere by now, but that would definitely be someone I'd love to work with. Claudio, easily.
Definitely.
Okay.
Especially when back to the old days when he was the Swiss, when he was the hey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those days, those good old days right there. But Cesaro, I mean, like our guest said on yesterday's podcast, every match could be a dream match now because people are being released left and right. Because anything could happen now. So
it's funny you made that, because it's like when people get released or they walk away or they're just whatever, especially when they get released, I'll see some indie workers who will just tag them in a pose like, hey, I really want to wrestle this guy. It's like, maybe he doesn't want to hear about your dream match right now.
Right.
I also hear, to me, I feel personally when somebody gets released from WWE and they were known in the indie scene beforehand, that I could see every indie promotion doing like the old Warner Brothers Wolf when they see the Bug Bunny with the mouth drooling, or the wolf from Roger Rabbit when it sees Jessica Rabbit. Gong.
Yeah, because they're thinking it's like, oh yeah, now we're gonna make some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think their
Burns
price tag may have gone up just a little bit.
Or the Mr. Burns doing this. Excellent. Or the Tony Khans of the world are going, excellent.
There's that gif of Cody Rhodes with his ear. Well, actually, it's not appropriate anymore. He's gone, but there was always that.
Yeah.
So what's the gift? So what's the gift for that for WWE now? I guess the gift is the GIF is him doing it for himself now.
I guess.
It would be the one if somebody gets released from AEW, it's Vince McMahon with the money in his hand doing the
walk.
No, it's Vince McMahon with the money. Like, you ever see the give with Vince McMahon with the money in his hand? He's like spilling the money. He's like crinkling the money. Have you ever seen that one before?
I've seen that.
Yeah, that is Vince McMahon when somebody gets released from AEW, and he's like,
No, it's always somebody when they do the power walk. Also,
yeah. If somebody important, it's Vince McMahon doing the power walk. If it's someone that was known but not known,
it's always its own.
They got to find one of Tony Khan. They have to find a meme of Tony Khan doing something like thinking or going,
I'm sure they'll make something up.
So somebody.
The internet is so creative.
Internet, you know you guys do a lot of stuff. Why don't you make a meme of Tony Khan? You have billions of Vince McMahon ones, billions of Cody Rhodes memes. Where's Tony Khan? So, Arthur, what kind of foods do you like?
What kind of foods do I like? Okay. Well, I think my all-time go-to, no matter what, is getting wings. Chicken wings, especially mild, medium. Hot garlic parm is my go-to.
Ooh.
So I got a couple bars not too far from my house. Actually, it's like a walking distance. And if I need my wing fix, I might even have to get some tonight. You know, that's where I go. I can eat wings probably every day if I wanted to. I shouldn't.
There's a place. Sorry. When you're done, I'll tell you something really cool. When you're done, keep going.
Okay. I spent some time in Korea, so I really appreciate a lot of Asian noodle dishes, a lot of all that. Yeah, and I am part Italian, so I got to experience the Italian cooking growing up. So I also love a nice pasta dish as well. But go ahead. What's your story?
There's a thing where I live in Pennsylvania. It's a company that's out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. They're called Peggy's, and they actually have a garlic parm sauce.
That would be great.
Look them up online. They're just called Peggy's, and I think you would have to look Peggy's. And may have to connect Scranton, Pennsylvania. So they may pop up immediately as soon as you look up Peggy's. May get some other things, but Peggy's, right? Peggy's, Scranton, Pennsylvania. I think they'll probably ship to you because I've asked the people that if they want it, we'll ship it. So
that would be awesome, actually, because I always do.
Okay.
I need my fix, man.
Oh, I didn't say. As soon as you said garlic parm, I thought, ding, Peggy's, because I've told like 3 or 4 wrestlers about the Peggy sauce. So, Peggy's, if you're listening, we like you.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. So for me, I love pasta and burgers. Not together though. Those are my 2 favorite foods right there.
Yeah, we are the taco / pizza podcast also.
Yeah, I do. I could always go for a nice taco as well.
Yeah.
Like a real fancy Mexican restaurant taco or a Taco Bell taco? Which one is your?
I mean, I'll be honest. The tacos from Taco Bell are they're nothing. It's like the very basic. Here's your tortilla. Here's some cheese. Here's some meat. You know, have fun with that. But you go to like a fancy Mexican place. That's where the good tacos will be, obviously. Now, I love Taco Bell. It's one of my favorite post-show places to go. But I gotta get some
tacos.
They're
not real tacos.
No, of course not. But like
generic meat they found somewhere in a bag. They're like, yeah, I got your taco meat right here. It was in the back of the fridge for 3 days. Womp womp.
Exactly.
Now, you go to Arizona. I mean, they're the king of tacos right there.
Oh God. I got one this big when I went to Arizona, like in 2001. They had like chicken, beef, beans. It was just, I didn't even finish it. I had to bring it back to my cousin's house. I was like, I normally I could finish something like this. I was going, I can't finish it. I can't finish. It's not like Eric Cartman after eating all the jewels on that episode. Okay, guys. Okay, guys.
It's basically like I've been to Arizona, and it's like how we have pizza in New York is how they have tacos in Arizona and Mexican food in Arizona.
That checks out.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So since we were on the topic of AEW before, so you've been on AEW Dark. Like, what was your energy like coming out of the curtain? Like,
okay, so I got to correct you there. So I was at AEW. I didn't actually get a match on AEW Dark.
Oh.
So yeah, I did. I'm sure you saw the promo pictures I've taken.
Yeah.
So when we do extra work, everyone gets a picture taken. They don't really decide who gets a match until it's kind of like a last minute thing. They'll just see what works and what doesn't for the day. I've been a couple times, didn't really get a match. I'm still on their books though, so I probably will go back at some point. But either way, it's a great experience, being back there for the first time, seeing all these people. Like I saw guys like Mark Henry and all them, and Cody Rhodes as well. I did get to be on the vlog, Sammy Guevara's vlog, which was pretty cool. Yeah. I had a little skit on there, but yeah, AEW. it's a great environment back there. You know, I've heard stories about people going to WWE as extra workers, and it's just like a real uptight environment. You know, you gotta watch what you say, watch what you do, this, that. AEW is really chill. Like, obviously, you gotta, watch what you're saying and doing, of course, but I didn't get a vibe of like I'm a little ant, you know.
Because you're the strongest guy, of course. You're not the ant.
Of course, and I know some of the guys who are on the roster as well, like Ethan Page. He'll recognize me when I see him, or Lee Moriarty as well.
All right. So, where are some of the places you would love to travel to that you have not traveled to yet?
Travel places I've traveled to. Haven't you? In regards to wrestling?
Yeah.
Wrestling
or just travel in general.
Okay. Well, like I said before, I was in Korea for a year. I was stationed over there for the Army many years ago. But Korea really doesn't have a wrestling scene. But you know what? Obviously, its seaside neighbor, Japan. Japan would be somewhere I would love to travel. Love to wrestle in as well. I'm not sure about a guy like me. I mean, they have DDT Pro, which is a little wacky out there, but I'm not like their typical strong style type of wrestler they would really look for in me. But I would really love to travel to Japan. Definitely want to get a Ribera jacket sometime,
Oh, definitely. That's the steak place I would love to go to.
I'm not sure how easy one can just go there, but that would be on my bucket list in wrestling, is to get to Ribera and get a jacket.
Those Ribera jackets.
As far as other places to travel, I'd love to wrestle. I'd love to go to New York. I haven't really gotten a chance to wrestle there. I know the rules are a little bit stricter over there, so people usually run in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go to Vegas to wrestle. I've been to Vegas so many times. I'm not sure what the scene is like over there, but that's definitely on my list for sure.
I heard
we know some podcasters too, so
we'll spread your name around to a lot of our friends. But,
appreciate you.
There's one podcast that you'd really want to talk to. They're really funny guys. The Dirty Heels. They're cool guys. They're funny as hell. And
the Vegas Bad Boys.
And the Vegas Bad Boys. He always. We haven't heard. Wow. You know what's funny, Geek? For next month, you think that we would have asked them. We haven't got a chance to ask them yet.
You gotta get on that, right, Joe?
I gotta get on that. I'm the booker. I gotta get on that. So, is there what is your all-time favorite TV shows from childhood up?
This might surprise you, but Seinfeld for sure.
Oh man, Seinfeld's a definite classic right there.
Yeah, I mean, I can watch Seinfeld any day. I can just put it on the background while I'm doing stuff, and it never gets old to me. Seinfeld for sure. I like the older seasons of Family Guy. I think there's a lot of quotable moments there. Our roommate's coming in. Don't mind him. Let's see. What else do I like?
What would you say your favorite Seinfeld episode is, or moment?
Favorite Seinfeld episode? It has to be the opposite, because it's just so funny to me when George gets his job with the Yankees and everything, and Elaine's life's turning around. For some reason, I really like the Merv Griffin episode too. It's a controversial one for nowadays, but I don't know. There's just something, the zaniness, the wackiness of it. Like I said, I could just turn those things on, and it never gets old.
I love the Cadillac episode when Jerry buys his dad a Cadillac.
Oh, that's the best.
Or John Voight and the pen. That's
John Voight's car and all that.
Yeah, another classic. Everyone talks about the Soup Nazi episode. That's a lot of people.
It's funny. I've actually met the Soup Nazi once. He did a
Really?
meet and greet in Parma, of all places. I don't know why. Parma, where I live.
The guy that plays the Soup Nazi, or the
no, the guy who played him. I didn't mean the actual Soup Nazi, who's a real person. In case you guys didn't know.
Yeah, in New York City, right? In New York.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually has his soup shop there anymore. I think it closed down.
No, I think it's still there, Joe.
We're gonna have to investigate.
I think he owns a chain now, a chain of restaurants.
I think he owns a soup chain. If you go to certain stores, you could find his soup. I think he used to.
The Soup Man that's what he's called. The Soup.
Yeah,
Man.
the soup guy. And then he likes to claim that Jerry's in the Seinfeld, they ruined his business and whatnot. I'd like to think it exponentially helped it out, because everyone's so curious to see the Soup Nazi now. So everyone's gonna flock over there.
My dumb luck, I'll go with my podcast shirt on and my red glasses, my hat. You podcast? I don't like your shirt. No soup for you, but it's my podcast. I don't care. No plugging yourself. No soup for you.
No plugging yourself in my shop.
Geek will be
Outta here.
fine. He'll be sitting there waiting like this, smile on his face, waiting to order, and I'll be like this, just standing there, typical me like this, all happy, and they'll be like, "You T-shirt with 2 cartoon guys on it. I don't like your shirt. No soup for you. But this is my podcast. No soup for you." Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be a good one to do for sure.
Yeah, that's my dumb luck. That always will happen to me because I get kicked out if a thing is not doing anything. Here we go.
You were about to say like more of your favorite shows. I'm sorry, I cut you off there.
What was that?
You were going to tell us more of your favorite TV shows, but I cut you off. I'm sorry.
That's okay. More of my TV shows. Let's see. I think people don't give Malcolm in the Middle enough credit.
That was a good show.
That's I want to rewatch it again. It's a really good insight, you know. Shows like that, or I think King of the Hill, which just got reignited, and I'm really excited for.
Yeah,
I think King of the Hill was in the wrong era, and now people love it again. People have been rewatching it on Hulu, and I'm trying to think. What else? Other shows do I like?
Futurama's been reignited again too.
Yeah, they just got the voice for Bender back. So
yeah,
I think growing up, you know, Nickelodeon, I would watch. You know, Hey Arnold is an all timer for me.
Oh yeah.
Hey Arnold, the old SpongeBob.
Yeah, the original before it got weird and cartoon and childish.
Yeah, it's a little too much. I think Steven Hillenburg would not be happy what they did with his creation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys still there?
Yeah.
No, we're-
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, the thing kind of froze.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, we someone from Twitch said something on the screen, and he.
Yeah, I was gonna say, awesome. The perfect evolution of beards are back.
I don't know what that means.
I'm still here. I'm just replying to this message I just got.
What is that supposed to mean? What does that mean?
Someone sent me a message on Facebook.
No. The guest in the chat. What is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was confused by that.
I'm confused too, dude. Sorry. All right.
What do you mean by that? You don't have to make the guest upset.
Okay.
All right.
Stuff.
We were talking before we were live about like younger like shows from back in the day, and you name Artie. All I could think is Pete and Pete. Like, did you watch that show as a kid?
So okay, so I swear to God, I did not get the inspiration for Arthur MacArthur, the strongest man on the land, from Artie, the strongest man in the world. It is a gigantic coincidence. I never watched Pete and Pete before I did wrestling. I know I'm a little bit younger than you, a lot younger than you think, but
38.
Oh, I'm much younger than that. But yeah, I didn't watch Pete and Pete, and then someone kept saying, "Oh, you're ripping off Pete and Pete." I'm like, "What do you talk about?" And they're saying they showed me this guy, Artie, the strongest man in the world. And then I was like, "Wow, that is hilarious." And what was I gonna say?
As long as you don't stand like this. As long as you don't stand like this.
You know, it would be. I gotta tell you, if I can get with Toby Huss, and if he somehow found a red sweater, I would love for him to do a spot or a sequence with him in the ring or something. Obviously, he can't wrestle or anything. He's kind of old, and I don't think he has any formal training in wrestling. But I would love that.
Or he could be your manager.
Hey man, I'll hit you guys up.
Yeah. So how did the inspiration for the gimmick come about?
Okay, so that's a funny story. So while I was training, I was trying to find a character, what to do, what not, and it was just so hard. You know, I originally wanted to be like a shoot style wrestler. I had a background in high school wrestling. I thought, okay, maybe I could do that, and it didn't really seem to work out for me as far as to translate that. You know, it's hard to be a shoot style wrestler and be as good as someone like Kurt Angle, you know, who's an Olympic wrestler, you know, someone who may have made it to the district tournament's not going to have the same star quality as someone, you know, one of the best amateur wrestlers of all time in our country. So, and then one day our promoter, John Thorne, walks into us training. He sees me walking around and he goes, you know, the way I look, And he just says to Dom, our trainer, like, that's a circus strongman right there. I was like, whoa, what? Okay. And so then they said, yeah, we want you to be like a vintage circus strongman type character. I'm like, all right, I can work with that. And then I had to come up with a name. And so at that time, I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. And obviously, if you guys play that game, the main character, Arthur Morgan, and I heard the name Arthur. I'm like, is there any wrestlers right now named Arthur that are like known? I don't think so. And I did my homework. Arthur was available, so I took it. So I needed the last name, MacArthur. I was asking somebody who's like, hey, I need a last name for me. I can't just be Arthur. I'm not in the WWE, you know. And they said, be Arthur MacArthur. I'm like, oh my God, you've done something. And it's funny because if you look up the name Arthur MacArthur, there's actually a Grammy-nominated producer named Arthur MacArthur. So I've had to battle that a little bit. But I don't know. The name is just so it's different, and that's my whole way I attack wrestling is to just be different and to try and as much as possible, especially as a character. I'm still here. I'm checking another message.
If it's a wrestling fan, tell me you're live on Twitch right now.
Oh, I might have to.
Well, you want me to send you the link on your Instagram for the Twitch?
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll put that in my story.
It's funny some wrestlers don't know how to do that.
It's simple. You just get the message, boom, click, send. It's awesome.
No, there's also a thing. It says link in the on the Instagram story.
That takes more steps, but it's not that hard.
I know there's people that I go, is it supposed to be like this? Is it supposed to be like that? And I'm just like, I'm like that kid that's like, well, he's gonna, and I said, what's that one that meme when the kid's like, I'm going to do this and that and this. That's me. That's me in every situation when it comes to wrestlers.
Oh yeah. Hold on a second. I'm currently trying to get this link going. So copy link. I'm doing this right now as we speak.
Cool.
Oh, what the fuck? How do I story? I think I'll just put a picture of.
Did I send you our logo?
You did, I think. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'm still. There it is. I got it.
The beautiful world.
It is a good logo, actually. Did you guys design that yourself, or you have?
That is a friend of ours named Joe Alphabet from Canada, and he's a really good guy.
So if you need any artwork done, you could always.
Oh, you can go to him. He draws style almost like
cartoon
something you see on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Link. Where's the damn link? Here we go.
I wish I could draw like that.
My drawings are almost dark. Like you've seen my drawings; they're dark and scary.
Yeah.
I used to draw to make people happy. Now I draw people to, and they see it. They
okay. I did it. We're good.
All right. So, who would you say your favorite opponent to work with is?
My favorite opponent I've ever got to work with?
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough one because I've had a lot of great matches, a lot of great people I've worked with in the past few years. I can name off a few recent ones. I don't have like a specific one. I love working with this guy, I think Bitcoin Boys out of AIW, our fellow trainees, they're really fun to work with. We know each other like in and out. We know everything. It just gels. I like working with PME as well. As of recently, I had matches against the likes of Jason Kincaid, who's a former Evolve guy, former Japan guy, and he was a real fun guy to wrestle with.
He was Ring of Honor too, right? Jason Kincaid?
He might have been. I think he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Dan Champion out of the East Coast. I got to work with him recently. He was a lot of fun. And Rex Lawless was someone I just got to work with who was also really fun. And if I didn't name you and you're listening to this,
we've been trying to get Rex for a long time, and we saw him at NYWC.
He's probably super busy though.
He's a busy dude, Rex. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a real busy dude. He's awesome though. But yeah, there's
The
a lot of
wrestling-
guys I loved working with in the past and I'd love to work with again. It's you never know.
So is there any? I saw the clip on your Instagram page that you did stuff with the door. You did a move and you went through a door. So like, what is the craziest spot you've ever done?
Craziest spot I've ever done. Which going through a door. Let's see. Well, craziest spot. I did a thing. You know, are you familiar with the tag team, the main event?
I've heard of them.
Never. That name sounds familiar.
I think they're out of Boston, right?
They're out of like they wrestle a lot in Pittsburgh. They've been on AEW Dark a few times. They've been wrestling in AIW a lot recently. So we did a three-way ladder match with us, them, and another team. They did their finishing move, which is what they call the flea flicker, where they basically take you as a back body suplex, and the other guy catches you. Basically, I got back suplex all the way from the top of the ladder.
Oh,
yeah, it was rough. And the worst part about that spot, I don't know if I have the clip on Instagram, but my head was very close, like this close from landing on another ladder on the floor. So I could have really done some damage. That's one of the craziest spots I've ever done.
Oof. Sounds like it hurts. That's why I'll stick to being behind a microphone and doing small stuff.
Hey man, whatever you're comfortable with.
I've been told by few other wrestlers we had on the podcast that since my family has had wrestlers in it, oh, you should try it, Joe. And I'm like, I cringe when I'm at work and I drop stuff or things bang into my side. I work in a grocery store. I cringe when I lift a heavy wood pallet, and when things fall and hit me in the side, I cringe. I don't think I can lift 50 to 300 pound guys in the middle of a ring, not look like a silly jerk trying to lift someone up. No, this is not gonna happen.
Yeah. We've had wrestlers on the podcast that told us, "Yeah, come down to our school. We'll give you a chop. You'll take your first chop." And I'm like, "I think I'm good." And then they're like,
I think I could take it. I don't think Geek can take it.
And they're probably like, "No, it doesn't hurt that bad." And then I go and I take the chop, and it's like, "Oh, they lied to me. It does hurt. It hurts."
Yeah, I think I'd be carrying Geek out like Woody from Toy Story, like Andy. I'd be like, "Geek's down. Geek, get up!" Oh God, and have to drag him to the car. Okay, Geek, you're okay. I'll be like Peter Griffin feeding the fish. He's okay. He's fine. Dragging Geek to the car. Come on, Geek, you're fine. Geek, wake up. Water on the face. Did I win? No, Geek. You got chopped and collapsed. Yeah.
What did you say your thoughts on intergender wrestling is?
I'm sorry, you got a little quiet there. What was that?
Your thoughts on intergender wresling.
Thoughts on intergender wrestling? I'm not going to give you a controversial one. I think it's fine. I know there's a lot of people who are against it for the sake of realism, and honestly, the way I see it, I mean, a lot of the things we do are hokey sometimes. I mean, I like an Irish whip itself is pretty hokey, you know, but you know, in that spirit, intergender wrestling, there's a lot of real tough women out there who I think can actually take on some men. Obviously, there needs to be some respect shown for like a real big guy versus a smaller girl.
Yeah.
But there's ways. You know, these are professionals. They know how to make a match happen. Like, for example, you got Max the Impaler. They are a real threat, you know? Yeah. And that's someone I can't imagine any normal person can fight head on.
Yeah. There's one on the East Coast. I don't know if you ever heard of her. They call her the Queen. Have you ever heard of my gosh,
Karen Bam Bam?
Karen Bam Bam. Have you ever heard of her?
I can't say I'm familiar.
She's like Max the Impaler, but she's one of these people on the East Coast that any female wrestler we've had on the podcast, we say her name and they all go,
"Yeah,
oh yeah, I know who Karen is. Oh boy." Yeah. Yeah, she'd be a good opponent for you because you're the strongest man. So she hits like a Mack truck.
Yeah,
and she does like let's just say she does the cannonball in the corner, and it's either no coming back, or you're either coming back and you're limping out of it. Yeah, that's a kind of.
Davian's another one that
Oh
could
yeah,
face.
Davian, not America's sweetheart.
She could face any guy.
Any guy. Doesn't matter
She
who
won.
you are.
She won a men's belt.
Yeah. What else? Do you ever play any video games?
Oh yeah. Right now, I'm currently playing Elden Ring.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm really big into. So it's funny. I never really was into the Soulsborne series at all, but everyone kept raving about how Elden Ring was great. So I'm like, oh, I'd give it a shot. And let me tell you, it is not an easy game.
Hmm.
You know, you play games like Fallout or anything like that, you can kind of coast by. You got to really pay attention and actually, I don't want to say, you got to try. You have to really put in the effort in practice in Elden Ring, because, man, those enemies can get you just like that if you don't dodge at the right time. It can get really frustrating.
I remember back in the day, I used to play Myst.
What was that?
Myst.
You remember that game or?
No, I don't.
That was like Joe. You remember that game or no?
It sounds familiar, but the game I'm trying to get myself back into again is the new MLB The Show, 2001. But I feel bad. I feel like I'm doing the thing like Andy did to Woody at the end of the second movie.
I don't want to play with you.
I just pre-ordered WWE 2K22, and I'm like, sorry. As of next Thursday, I'll be dropping them out, playing the new WWE game.
I'm hoping the new WWE game is good. I'm glad I did not buy 2K20 because I saw the early reviews and I'm like, yep, I'm good on all that.
Yeah. I got so excited after the first 3 trailers, and then the newer one, I'm like, I'm buying the deluxe. I don't care. It's $99. I'm buying it because I can't wait.
That GM mode.
Yeah, that GM mode, and also I get deluxe. I get Eric Bischoff as one of the GMs. So Bischoff. But I don't know if you get the cool Eric Bischoff theme. I'm back. You probably just get NWO Bischoff. Hope you're in the game. Hope somebody creates you. I'll definitely get it.
If someone doesn't, I'll definitely make myself.
Yes, and it's connected to the hey. What's going on?
Oh, look who's here. Aisha Raymond's here.
Hey,
how's it
Aisha
going?
Raymond,
Big
fellow
fan.
wrestler from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She was in the Mae Young Classic, so.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah. That would be a good opponent for you, also.
Yeah.
Definitely have to look into that. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's in England, so like she's doing. She's a great one, man. Like,
Great,
oh gosh,
fantastic wrestler. Yeah.
Fantastic. You have to look her up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
She's something.
I'm gonna give her a look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Have you seen any good movies lately? Or are you looking for any movies that are coming out?
Well, I definitely have to see the new Batman when it comes out, which is.
It came out already.
Is it out tonight? Is it out tonight?
No, yesterday. It came out yesterday.
I'm definitely gonna have to give it a look. I'm gonna have to actually see what the show times are looking like.
Actually, it was like today and tomorrow are like the sneak previews, and then Thursday night it comes out.
I'm definitely gonna have to find a way to watch it because I've been looking forward to that one for a long time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Batman is gonna be awesome. I was recently just talking about how good the Joker was, the old Joker was today, with Joaquin Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a gigantic like only superhero fan type of guy, but I like the old Star Wars movies. Those are all good. I've been more appreciating the prequels as of late. What other movies do I like? I think one of my personal favorites is Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh man, that's I love Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan's such a great director, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I wasn't really big on Tenet though. Tenet was so confusing to me.
Tenet, I have to watch that movie 3 times to actually understand it.
Yeah, I might need to do it twice myself. So
because it's like, wait, what just happened? if you like go get a bag of popcorn in the other room and then you go watch Tenet and then you miss something, you're like, What did I miss?
Yeah, that's a movie you really got to pay attention to.
Exactly. Have you guys seen me and Gentle in Pennyworth? No.
No.
I'm not.
Oh
No.
Like, it's so like weird with movies these days. You either, you know what I mean? It's so weird with movies these days. It's either you want to see the movie so bad, or the movie is so bad you're like, nah, I'll wait till Netflix. It's like you know what I mean? Like, it's hard because the only movie I've really seen is Ghostbusters Afterlife. That was the only movie I've seen in the theater, and that's the only one that I wanted to see. I wanted to see Spider-Man, but I was like, I'll wait. You know what I mean? I'll wait for a little bit.
The new Spider-Man's awesome. It's worth seeing in the theater.
I want to see it. You know what I mean? Am I right, guys? Like, there's movies that you want to see that you want to wait.
Oh, she's talking about Pennyworth. That's the Batman thing.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh?
Oh, wait, what?
Like,
it's the Batman spinoff. That's what
I have a goldfish brain.
I haven't seen it, but I heard good things about it. I got to go back and watch that. You know. But yeah, Batman. I heard it's gonna be on HBO Max real soon. Anyway.
Ooh, if that's the case, I might just do that. We'll see.
I think it's a month or two that they said it's gonna be on HBO Max. They already have a release date for it already. So you know, I think they're gonna wait like a month or two. So
Arthur, have you seen Ghostbusters Afterlife yet?
I have not.
You need to see it. If you're a real like 80s baby that loved the Ghostbusters, it's one of those movies that it pulls on the right heartstrings. And it's another thing I'm going to tell you is being a diehard fan with the proton pack and the flight suit and the traps. If this is the other side, if you ever lost somebody and you thought, okay, they're gone and they're never going to come back to me, they always say, yo, they're gone. This movie makes you say that person may be gone, but they're always there. That's all I'm going to say.
I believe it.
Yes, that's all I'm going to say is you have to. That movie, I was sitting in the theater next to my dad, and at the one scene, I looked at my dad, and my eyes got watery.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, oh, my God. My dad's next to CEO. He was like, what? I'm like, nothing. Yeah.
So Arthur, do you have any upcoming shows or?
Oh, yeah. So as I mentioned a little earlier, this upcoming Thursday, AIW is presenting Wrestle Rave 2, and me and Chuck Stone, Bulking Season, are taking on PME for the AIW Tag Team Championships live on IWTV. So that's going to be a real good time. You know, watch that. Watch Wrestling Open if you don't want to watch us. You know, but no, that's going to be a great time for sure. What else is there? I got a lot of. I'm pulling up my schedule right now.
All right. You can tell your whole schedule. We good.
No. That you can tell. That you can tell.
That's what I'm saying. If it's a surprise, don't get yourself in trouble.
I can't say everything, but there are some shows which will be pretty cool. I got some stuff in Pittsburgh. I got more dates upcoming and whatnot. You just have to wait and see. It's
okay. Right.
Do you have any social medias you want to promote also?
Yeah, I got you. On my Twitter is Strong McArthur, because Arthur MacArthur was taken. Instagram is Arthur 2_ MacArthur. Really important you have the 2 underscores.
Okay.
Because again, Arthur MacArthur was taken. I do have Facebook. I add most people on there. But if you, for some reason, find a guy whose name isn't Arthur MacArthur but looks exactly like him, you don't add him. He's not going to add you back. But yeah, that's as far as my socials go, for sure.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Arthur. We hope you come back.
You guys having me, man.
I hope you come back in the future, though. Dude,
we'll have to talk. We'll keep getting conversations in the end of April to see if you and your partner have any clear schedule and you're together. You could even, if you guys can't be in the same room, you could even do StreamYard.
Like
you could be at your house and he could be at his house and do your tag team like that.
Yeah, do like a split screen. Yeah.
You know, just tell him. We'll definitely keep in contact for May, so we could have the two strongest men in the world come on Dudes at Ringside.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have one more question before we go. Do you have
Oh,
any
yeah.
Do we have any stories from the ring or
Stories from the ring. There's
or training?
I'm trying to think of some good. Man, I actually would have known that before because I have a lot of stories.
Oh, we can go on. We can go on.
Okay. I think the one story I will share. Oh, God, there's pressure here. Okay, I'm gonna use my classic story here. There was one time me and Bitcoin Boys and Chuck Stone, we were having a tag match up in the Michigan territory, and we were supposed to have a tables match, and the tables they provided for us were the most absolutely dangerous things I've ever seen in my life. Okay, imagine a table, not like the typical ones you'd see on television, but like the very splintery kind, like something that came out of a 1920s workshop.
Oh, we've heard this story before. Where this is going.
Oh yeah, and it's just there. They have there's like metal handles on there.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we had a 2 out of 3 falls match, and half of the tables are what I just explained, really splintery, dangerous tables. So we had to clean sweep them 2-0. It was very disappointing because we didn't get to go all the way, but like we couldn't put ourselves through those splintery tables, man. It was awful.
Oh geez, that's that meme that keeps going around. Wait, what? And then it's like, you know, the meme that goes going around with the guys going, wait, what? And then it's like,
Joe knows the story I'm about to tell. There was,
oh yeah. Tell you got to tell.
I'm not going to say names though. I'm not going to say names.
Don't say names. Don't get anybody in trouble.
But I'm not going to get anyone in trouble. But there was like a little match, right? These two wrestlers, they were climbing a ladder, right? And they were going to do the table spot. It was going to side effect the guy off the ladder through the table. What they didn't realize was the table was not gimmicked.
Well, the table wasn't a gimmick table; it was a real table,
like an actual table.
Yeah.
So they couldn't change it back then because they were already halfway through, and everybody would know. And he told the opponent that this is going to hurt really, really bad. I'm so sorry. Puts him through the table. The non-gimmick table.
Yeah, non-gimmick table. That was.
So the table didn't even break.
Yeah, didn't break.
Off the ladder. Off the ladder.
The person had a black and blue from the middle of their knee all the way up to their armpit.
That's so brutal.
Poor guy. Poor person. Jeez. All right.
But we'd love to thank you so much for coming on the podcast, by the way.
Appreciate you guys having me, man.
We'll hope to see you in the future. So,
hey, man, to keep in touch, you know where to reach me, dude.
Yeah. So,
right,
go ahead.
I'm Joe Panther III.
I'm Metal Geek.
And
I'm the strongest man in all the land.
And we will see you in the next one.
Looking great.